beautiful golden pod. We, miracles in cosmic love, unity, grace, star nation, dolphin love. We're going to add dolphin in there now. So many dolphins these days. Hi, beautiful freedom. Aloha, Lon. Thank you for tuning in for our In Love with Love wedding ceremony number 11 of our 21 days of wedding ceremonies. We have been doing a lot of earth altars today and didn't record any of them. And then we realized that we needed to do our love stream to include all of we in the beautiful wedding ceremonies of the day. And so this miracle altar that we made, this miracle rising, was a dedication to the elementals and nature. We did a wedding ceremony today with nature and the elementals. And we have a beautiful golden dolphin on a crystal at the center. And it's so beautiful because where We's light ship is docked at this miracle coordinate, we rest with the doors wide open, and there's El Coyote and little bunnies that are right outside the door. In the middle of the night, El Coyote likes to come by, and when we rise in the miracle morning, there's a little bunny outside of each door. And so when we came to do tonight's wedding ceremony, the little bunny was right by the altar. And as soon as we made this altar today, a bee came and landed on one of the flowers. And then the biggest monarch butterfly we have ever seen came to land on this beautiful altar. So we're doing 21 days of wedding ceremonies and inviting all of we to take the hand of another in love with love, to place love at the center of all of our relations, and inviting all of we to do wedding ceremonies with everything. The power of our word to create our reality. And so these ceremonies are to inspire us to remember the power of altar, the power of ceremony, to wed ourselves, and to place love at center, and then to discover the miraculous synchronicities that occur in our lives when we work with altar, with ceremonies, and with love. Simple shortcuts in a holographic reality to create our own magnificent creations. Going on this little dolphin again. It's so cute. Little golden dolphin. Hi, Dolphy. So tonight's ceremony, we love nighttime. It's so magical. And so tonight's ceremony is to invite all of we to do a ceremony to marry with nature. And we were very inspired to also include the sound of the crickets. We have been having absolutely profound experiences in the recent miracles with the crickets and their choir, and the beautiful music of the spheres of nature that resonates so deeply inside of us. The night sounds of nature help to set our circadian rhythms, and because Most people live inside of boxes with fossil fuels on their roof in the form of shingles. They're very disconnected from these nocturnal signals that set our circadian rhythms. And so the music of the spheres, the sounds of nature, this magnificent choir. Here comes a non-music of the spheres sound. We will just let that pass. If this love stream is inspiring, please share it. That's called gifting. And so, yeah, we're just sharing about the circadian rhythms, the nocturnal sounds that help to set our circadian rhythms and keep us aligned with cosmic principles of creation. Creation and creating our realities is actually very simple. It's just about remembering how to do it with altar and ceremony and love at the center. And that's why we're inspiring 21 days of wedding ceremonies. To create the altar, to create the holographic blueprint or template for the realities that we wish to experience. And so, combined with creation, with nature, and the elementals. Oh, we have an owl hooting. Because the elementals, that aspect of consciousness, is what brings things into true physical form, organic. And so we're just going to be quiet for a miracle so we can just listen to the music of the spheres, the sounds of the crickets, and we invite all of we to join me in a wedding ceremony with nature. So this was one of our many earth altars today in our wedding ceremonies. And so we've lit it up for all to join. And just tune in with the crickets. So in our daily wedding ceremonies, we just take a moment to stand at the altar with whatever we are marrying, and remember, in these daily wedding ceremonies, you can marry as many times with as many things as you want to, or people, or places, or birds, or bees, or rocks, or trees. Your wildest imagination, not that sound. We can marry with things that we're afraid of or things that we love. Take the hand of a bird or a bee or a rock or a tree, our family. Just continue to do wedding ceremonies as part of our creation, to unify and take the hand of another and to see love in their eyes and recognize that we're putting love at center together. Love is the shortcut out of the genes. It's the shortcut out of the evolutionary spiral that is programmed into the genetics. There is a program playing out in the consciousness of humanity that has a beginning and an ending. And the shortcut in the genes is the 35th gene. Risk loving in as many areas of our life as possible, which is why we have been inviting wedding ceremonies with as many things, people, places, thoughts, deeds as possible to empower the awareness that when we place love at center in all of our relations, we actually take the shortcut out of the evolutionary spiral of a story that is programmed. It's programmed into the avatars of humanity. An evolutionary story. So, if you want to take a quantum leap, risk loving in as many areas of your life as possible. Richard Rudd writes about the 35th gene and says, it is as if though the people who activate this gift of loving in as many areas of our life as possible live a life that most would equate with a world of fantasy. And he also says that the 35th gene is the only place in the genetics that we have a say in how our story goes. Just put love at the center. So, if you want to join me now to marry with nature and the elementals, we have been doing many beautiful earth altars all Miracle Day. And we're bringing the crickets and the music of the spheres in for this wedding ceremony with nature. So we invite we to take a moment inside of ourselves to stand at the altar. Will you marry me? Will we marry we? The question that we can ask over and over again to recognize the true significance and meaning of marriage is putting love at the center of all of our relations. So we can ask nature if nature will marry we, and then in your own special way, do a wedding ceremony with nature. We'll just take a moment and do this together. And maybe this is just the beginning of your wedding ceremony with nature. Perhaps you'll be inspired to create altars, because altars empower our creation. Altars bring realities into form because everything is holographic. Placing love and intention and simple structures together allows magic to flow into our containers, our creations, our life. And watch the synchronicities flow. So here we go with our wedding ceremony with nature. Allowing yourself to wed with nature however you're guided in this miracle. wish we congratulations on our wedding with nature. If these wedding ceremonies are inspiring, please post your pictures, send comments, share the love stream, that's called gifting, and invite others to wed at the altar, taking the hand of another over and over, placing love at center, the way that we can truly affect our entire reality and creation. We love we so much. Thank we all for tuning in on our beautiful wedding with nature. Aloha.